What's up, everybody? This is Super Mike 2164. Hit the like, hit the share. Just a couple thoughts that I thought about, and I want to get out there to people because just listening to social media and just remembering, I guess, how I grew up and just the different situations that I'm seeing in the world for real. Just looking at how people operate, it just tells me that sometimes that's one of the good things about social media. There's good and bad, right? So the bad thing, what's going on, guys? Press the thumbs up. Hey, Coach, what's up? Yeah, the bad thing about social media is that you hear everybody's dysfunction, especially with the YouTube algorithm or whatever. Sometimes it kind of gears some of the stupid stuff towards us. What's up? Yep, people lacking empathy. But the thing is, that's kind of the good thing about social media is you get to see what's actually out there. So maybe it's not all true because of course they embellish stuff just so they can get clicks and views. But it just shows you this is the problems that's out here. When these policies happen, some of us have families and some stuff affects some people less than it affects other people. You know, it's a lot of stuff out here in different regions of the country had different things happen to them. And I'm just looking out here and I'm just like, the stuff that people post on these medias and what they scream and holler and talk about, some of these people, you can tell that our people, too many of us, we're just gonna have to be retaught everything. Some of us gonna have to be retaught how to pee. We got to be taught how to make friends. We got to be taught how to, look for money, just everything. Stuff that we we got to stop shaming people for their absolute ignorance. And ignorant people behave ignorantly. This is the reason why you have to have religious folks deal with ignorance. Because ignorant people, they're going to, no logical person is going to keep trying to help an ignorant person because they're going to talk about you for being stupid enough to help them because they know they're nothing. They know I ain't shit. And you trying to help me? You stupid. So, so they going to call you stupid for actually trying to help them. That's how bad we are as a group, as a people. There's people out here who think they're educated just because they've been in school, but they don't understand the results that a real education will produce. Real education, it allows you to produce and to do things that you didn't know how to do before you got educated. Yep. We have envied these people. Exactly. And this is what I'm saying. Because the thing is, it's survival. If you got a people who beating you up, they enslaved you. Obviously, they were smart enough. They were smarter than your ancestors for a little while because your ancestors. I know we talk about Africa and Black is proud and all this kind of thing, and we indigenous and everything, but we couldn't have been that smart at some point in time when we let these people trick us out of our what we had going on, and we threw our stuff away and we picked their stuff up. So we couldn't, we gotta, I mean, the self-esteem, there is a period of time where you gotta be proud because, they beat us down emotionally so bad. That's what they do. They beat you down. And so, yeah, to repair people, You got to start telling them how great they are and how nice and good they are and where they come from and all this good stuff. But once you got them up on a little bit of a level where they're thinking a little bit more independently and they have a little self-esteem about themselves and happy about being themselves, because these people beat us down so bad where we didn't we like I said, because we're alive, if they were winning, we can't be ourselves because ourselves, that's a loser. You know, we losers. We actually internalize, you know, the position of being a loser. So we had to try to be them. We want to try to be the winners. So that's why we act white, some of us. And then we judge each other on how more white we can act. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is with this here, I just want to touch base on this because we got a lot of stupid willy-nilly ideas out here, and these ideas are coming from people who have been educated. They're not dummies, but this stuff just don't work. A thing has to actually produce a benefit, like consistently, like more than loss. You could tell like something works. That's what the simplest thing even in the Bible, I think it says, you tell a tree by the fruit. The proof is in the pudding. These are basic, simple stuff that we should know. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, I heard this video where this sister got like half her face paralyzed, half the girl's face paralyzed. She done got shot in the face. She was going with, I guess, either a boyfriend that was doing some illegal stuff. So that's number one. The boy doing illegal stuff. He was known to be in the crime. She said this, but he just lit up a room when he walked in. Okay, okay. Emotions. He just lit up a room. Hey, it happens. But my thing is, it's like, okay, so what ends up happening, the boy, she don't know what this man got going on. The boy ended up getting shot. She was in the car. Ha she was shot in the face, but the boy is dead, completely just dead. And then basically, long story short, the person seen her. He got out the car. She trying to run away, take her seatbelt off. She couldn't get the seatbelt off. And when the guy comes, she finally gets the seatbelt off, runs away. The man shoots her in the back. She falls. So she's shot in the face. Now she's shot in the back. The man puts the gun in her mouth, and the gun doesn't shoot. So he laughs, she says. And he got in his car. He ran over her 3 times. The girl still lived. So it wasn't her time to die. But my thing is, and then I heard it. I've seen this before. These young girls and boys. The boys, you do all this work to raise your kids right. Try to raise them halfway decent. And then they go out. The little boy, he go get with some girl who just gonna cheat on him, talk to him like he ain't nothing, talk to him stupid. So you did all this work for some chick to just mess your kid up. Now, you know, and then the same thing with the girl. You do all this work, make your girls smart, intelligent, make sure she got the best grades in the best schools and all this kind of stuff. Whether you move to a white neighborhood, move to some upper neighborhood or whatever you did, and then they still go get with a dummy because we're not teaching our kids because we want to let them make decisions on their own. Really? Okay, yeah, they're gonna end. You can't stop them from making decisions on their own. But while you are their parent and they're listening to you before they even get grown, you should be teaching your kid the type of characteristics, how to recognize character in people, not even romantic, just friends. And then as they get older, they're used to you saying the same thing. Very important stuff. You know, if somebody's always got something bad to say to you, they ain't your friend. Don't need to be around them. You can't always have a negative thing to say or, negative, negative, negative. They got to belittle you in order for you for to be with them. That type of person. Or this type of person that's always got to, you know, control or just stupid stuff. You know how certain people are. So the thing is, we got to have our basic. We got to be giving these type of game to our kids. It should just be random, normal, and then that way they're used to you. They're used to listening to you. When you're talking about when you giving them advice on romantic stuff, because by the time they get to the romantic stage and they teenage or upper teenagers or grown or whatever, they're not going to want to hear you. So this is this kind of stuff. I'm just putting this out there because this is the kind of stuff we gotta. Hey, you know what? If you want to come up, Coach. Hold on a second. Let's see, because we do need a. Hold on a second. I don't know if I can even drop this. Let me drop it. Hold on, hold on. Here it is. Yeah, because the bottom line is it's just stupid. I had this actually happen. Oh shoot, there it is. When I raised my wife's, basically, my wife had a child already. So I raised her. When I raised her, I'm just teaching her stuff, basic stuff, whatever. And I'd start teaching her later though. I actually kind of messed up because I started teaching her. Now she's starting to talk to little boys. Now she don't want to hear me. She don't want to hear what I'm saying. Plus she was already a little old. She was 8 years old when we got together. So she wasn't really listening to me on that level. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, with my kids here, I got 16-year-old, 17. So I've been teaching them basic stuff on how to recognize certain behaviors in people, how to deal with certain people, how to recognize this, how to recognize that. And it's just peppered in. It's not like a long sit down talking to you kind of thing. It's just like if I see something and it's a good lesson for them, I'll make that lesson. You got to give it, and then you tell them about your experiences. Tell them about people in your family experiences. Tell them the history. See, this is the knowledge itself. You got to give them a background. Got to give them the background of before they got here. These are the type of things that we need to be teaching our little family and our little kids every chance you get. Because the thing is, especially before they get in with people, before they making these decisions. Because once they're in the mindset to make the decisions all by themselves, it's probably going to be hard for you they're going to you don't have to say, I want them to make the decision by themselves. They're going to do it by themselves, but you're supposed to give them that background. And so that's pretty much, it's just like, especially for the boys too. You know, just like when people have the power, they think differently. Yeah, they think differently than they think when they don't have the power. When they're listening to you, that's when you need to be giving them that important history, their family history, the situations. You make it PG-13 when they're little. I mean, I'm talking about from 5 years old, teaching them how to make friends. 3, 4, 5 years old. Just just characteristics of people, how to deal with this type of people. What type of person, you don't need to be hanging with me. Oh, my mama said, leave you alone. You know, don't get too close. I teach my kids there's a difference between friends and friendly, and then, real close friends. It's different circles. You might have I don't even call them associates because people want to call themselves friends. So it's just different levels of friendship. You can be friendly to everybody almost. Almost. The only people you can't be friendly with is the people who don't want to be friendly. But the thing is, you don't hang with everybody. That's a whole different story. And if you can't tell somebody no and they're not, then you definitely don't want to be with them. If a person can't hear the word no and respect it, then that's a big red flag. So, I mean, I just wanted to put that out there. Yeah, and the thing is, exactly. And see, the thing is, when you do your children right, we're too humane. But we're not really too humane. We're actually, exactly, we're too humane with people because we were taught. That's another stream I did. We've been taught all this stuff to make it easy for enemies to trick us. You know, I don't know how many generations we've been taught. Love your enemies. You know what I'm saying? Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. We've been taught stuff like, you know, parents just don't understand. Can't talk to your parents. Huh? Just stuff to make it real tough for us to get smart, intelligent guidance. This is that's the you know that is what we got to unlearn. A lot of this stuff. We need to replace it with the opposite of some of this stuff. We need to love. We need to understand, teach your kids what love is. It's not love. Don't have nothing to do with sex. You love your mom, right? You love your grandma. You love your dad, right? Love has nothing to do with sex. Nothing. A person can rape you. That's not love. So this language is deceitful language, this English language that we talk. So we got to be real smart, and just be giving our kids the game. You know what I'm saying? We got to really be communicating with our kids because what's going to end up happening is then, even though they may make some mistakes, but they'll quickly recover from those mistakes and they'll surprise you. They'll do some smarter things because you gave them such a good background that when they're starting to make the decisions, they're literally thinking about that. They're thinking about the history that happened with great grandma and grandma because you told them the family history. All that stuff matters. They know where they came from. They have some self-esteem about themselves. The good stuff. And maybe mama failed at this or dad failed at this, but I'm going to succeed in it. This is to rearrange us to teach, to get this love. If somebody's trying to stop me from growing, stop my plans, and not definitely if you're trying to kill me or hurt me, I don't love an enemy. You can't love an enemy and love yourself. An enemy, now a confused person who maybe just are mad or there's some differences there. But an enemy hates you. An enemy is threatened by you. Yeah, no, we don't love no enemies. That's one of the easiest lessons we got to start teaching our kids to unlearn some of this crap. We got a lot of crap, and we think equality. We're supposed to be integrating and being and trying to move around people who hate us, trying to just give money to people who hate us, trying to force them to take our money, but they hate us, charge us more money, spit in our food, spit in our coffee. We go to their restaurants. They hate you. They hate you. Get it through your head. Some of these basic things that we've still fallen victim to, confusing us, just like the Kyle Rittenhouse thing. Of course, that judge is looking out for that little boy. He ain't even no boy. He a grown man now, but this mama and all this stuff, even the fact checkers on Facebook is looking out for Kyle Rittenhouse. Now, you think even a 6-year-old black boy or girl, give them a gun, let them kill two people at a riot, see if they get that kind of treatment. No. Yeah, we got to just kind of open up. It's certain simple things that we're not getting is because of the lies and the tricks that we've been taught generations. And so, like I said, we're just gonna have to relearn everything. That's pretty much it. All right, y'all. Peace. That's all. Thanks.